Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin powder, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Sorry, y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
What's up? I'm back. How y'all doing? Okay, so listen. We have a Married to Medicine. And we have a Married to Medicine because when I got up today and I got on the internet, girl, it was dark. It was dim. It was dusty. It's just not giving what it's supposed to give. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely giving like the end of the year. Not the end of the world, people. The end of the year. Okay? All right, natural disasters, people setting shit on fire. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm praying for everybody. And I'm having a real hard time with it. Honestly, I love California. It's always somewhere that I wanted to move. And it's heartbreaking to watch this, especially as somebody that has lost everything at one point, lost your entire home, everything in it. And everything's gone. And I, like my really, and I'm just getting on this while I'm waiting for everybody to come into the room. My first hit of this emotionally, because I was seeing the fires, but my first hit of this emotionally was watching Ricki Lake. Y'all just recently started following Ricki Lake on Instagram, and Ricki Lake was showing her house because her house is gone. And it is literally one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Like, it's right on a cliff. Like, she has all of this greenery, this garden, this great view of the skyline, like just a beautiful, peaceful home that I know that lady has probably worked so hard to get. And and I know a lot of people feel like that, people to be completely, everything. So I empathize. And it's been very difficult to be on social media today because of that. It's triggering as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. It's very, very triggering. I had to call my sister and check. I ain't call, I text, because we don't call, we text. So I text her. She said she's safe, she's good. And I'm like, okay. And I know if she's good, that means my nephew is good. So everybody's fine. That, I really fool with in Cali, I suppose. Okay. But it's a lot. And so my prayers and my well wishes and all of that, like everything that it takes for you to rebuild once you've lost so much, I sent all of that. I send all of that to y'all. Because it's terrible. And I also know what it's like for the insurance companies to be disappearing. Like, I told y'all we went through that, you know. So it's just it's a lot. And I feel so bad for them, for everybody that's being affected. And that is the reason why I got my ass up and decided to come and give y'all this content today so we could joke, talk about things that may not be as deep, you know what I'm saying? So we could have a little bit of a good time right now because I don't feel that good right now. Like I feel like I'm catching a cold. And is my eye twitching? Okay, and then things have been going on, like, that whole Twitch story is like a lot. Like I commented on that because like I feel like people kind of blew it out of proportion and now it's getting to a whole nother level. And I'm just kind of like, y'all are really blowing that shit out of proportion, man. It's wow. Um, but we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that in a BondyBlue show. And I ain't ready to do that yet. And we needed to get Married to Medicine done because I'm behind 2 episodes. So we here today to discuss the 2 episodes of Married to Medicine that I missed. I also hope that everybody had a chance to check out my Now That We're Grown for Half Plenty. Okay, I don't know if you saw, but we had a really great conversation. I felt about Half Plenty. I thought, it was a really good Now That We're Grown. I had a great time. It felt good. So I hope that y'all check that out if you haven't, if you are a fan of my series Now That We're Grown. If you haven't seen it before, there's a whole playlist. I'm sure you'll find a movie on there somewhere that you like. That we can have a conversation about what was this movie trying to tell me and how do I feel about it now that I'm grown. Okay. So make sure you check that out. And also another request from everybody is I have been telling y'all, please, 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 please type BondyBlue Bites into your YouTube search and subscribe to my secondary channel. Okay. I am trying to get that channel monetized. I am close to getting that channel monetized. It will be where I will put cut up, edited versions of the things that happen here. I also have been posting my story. So if I post a story on Instagram and allows me to post it on YouTube as a story, I've been posting them in BondyBlue Bites. So even if you want my little quick conversations, quick little comments I make about stuff before I actually come here and give it to y'all, follow that page because I've been posting stuff there. So get into that. Okay. And you know what? Let's go ahead. Girl, listen, before we get into Married to Medicine, I do want to say that make sure y'all follow Reset by Design Wellness. When I tell you I love my girls and I cannot wait to see them, we've all been like we're getting closer. It's in July, so we're getting closer. And so, now everybody's like getting their plane tickets, girl. I already got mine. Okay. And I'm just excited about this trip to Bali. It's probably gonna be like a detox for me. You know what I'm saying? Because the things are not allowed out there like they are in Phuket in Thailand. So Bali will be a different situation for me. But it's no different than when we went to Ghana and have anything that neither y'all was like completely sober except for they weak alcohol. They got weak alcohol, especially in comparison to the alcohol we drink down here in New Orleans. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to, the whole situation. Child, a beach, a beautiful view, a vacation. Child, listen, a lot of times I don't even be needing it like that. Okay. But yes, yes, yes. Let's go ahead and get into the Married to Medicine of it all. Listen, Married to Medicine is trying. Y'all trying. You know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all giving it the old college try, the effort. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get an effort. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, ain't shit going on this show right now. There's nothing really going on this show right now. And having conversations and arguments and discussions about the same shit over and over again, I really do understand Phaedra's feelings right now. Like throughout this entire episode, all you see is Phaedra. You know what I'm saying? Like just making faces all over the place. Because why are we still talking about this? And why are you crying about that? And oh my God, how many times can we bring up Napa? And I'm like, first of all, bitch, Napa was last season. And the only reason you don't want to talk about Napa is because your fake ass played a part in it. Hello? 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 But let's go ahead and get into it. So the photo shoot. The photo shoot. Girl, let me see if I can find. I want to see if I can find a picture of this. Okay, Married to Medicine season 11 Beyonce photo shoot. Let's see. Let's see if anything comes up. Oh Lord, girl, I don't see it on the internet. I was trying to see if I could find it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what we have Instagram for. Shout out to the Insta of the gram. You know, they said they're gonna be pulling back on all of the, the fact checking and the things that they were doing as it pertains to social media. And I'm like, does this mean that y'all gonna stop blocking me every time I say something in live? Does that mean that I can talk in my live and y'all won't like block me from going live for like a month or a week or some shit like that? Is that what that means? That would be so great. That'd be so great. Okay, like that would be so great. I'm trying to see if I could find like a picture or a clip from the Married to Medicine episode on Instagram. But I can tell y'all right now that for the most part, everybody looked a mess. For the most part, everybody looked a mess. I mean it. I mean it. And that's how I feel. Hold up. I think I might be. Hold up. Maybe. Yes. Okay, we're sliding through. Oh, not the Real Housewives of Potomac girls doing gay shit. The Married to Medicine girls be doing gay shit too. I know y'all heard that little comment that Quad made to Simone after they made up last episode talking about so are we back to kissing on the lips again, or are we that's too soon? That's too soon. Girl, that's why I said I don't know why y'all act like it be me just projecting my gayness on the people when at the end of the day it's like they give me a lot of material to pull from with this shit. Like they be gay all over the place. Like I don't know what y'all talking about. They be like gay all over the place. I don't even know what y'all saying to me right now. Okay. Hold up. Let me see. No. Okay. It's only the fight. That's the fight episode. Eugene and the boys. So y'all don't have this photo shoot nowhere on to internet. That's so wackety whack. Oh my God. Okay. I was trying to find it, y'all, but I can't find it. But look, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I remember about the looks. Okay. I thought Simone's outfit was cute, but Simone is so stiff and doesn't know how to pose. She looked crazy. I think Toya looked cute, but I think as the one who was in charge of the girls, you should have did way better. I think you just like opportunities to talk to them crazy, which is wild to me. Like you're an adult woman, you have children. Who the fuck are you talking to? I think Jackie's outfit was the best, even though I was scared she was gonna fall and break a bone or something. Letitia was extremely covered up, which I feel like is an extension of her insecurities, but I'm gonna leave y'all alone about it. Heavenly looked good. I think Heavenly has been looking the best. Heavenly's BBL looks really good. Like they were standing outside, and I think the back of Heavenly's dress was out or something like that. Like, but her back was out. I like, bitch, you look good. Girl, it was a nice back and butt. And it was a nice back and butt. Okay. I was here for it. And I told y'all, like, Quad is good. Like, I feel like we don't even have to discuss this. I low-key feel like Toya will forever and always have some type of underlying issue with Quad because Quad shows up with the aesthetic. I think Toya always felt like I was the pretty girl. I was the I'm the cute one. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, girl, you can't dress. And I also feel like you're just, a naturally beautiful woman, Toya. You know what I'm saying? But so is Quad. And I think Quad be eating the girls up sometimes with her extraness. And I think when you're a girl like Toya, who's used to standing out for not trying as hard, you might be feeling a little insecure in Quad's presence, which is why you're always coming for her neck. It's weird. Miss Shailene, the Beyonce impersonator, comes to help. Heavenly says that she's classy in her clothes, unlike Contessa. Girl, Contessa looked a mess. Contessa looked a mess. She looked good though. Like in the photo shoot, she looked good. But when I was looking at her just on video, a mess. The wig, a mess. Okay. The outfit, like, yes, but okay. Just, yeah, but yeah, girl, Heavenly said she got a BBL. She said it. She told us on the internet on one of them shows one time on the internet. But it's a good one. It's a real good one. I'm gonna tell you. I think all of the girls have had either lipo or BBLs. Because if you already have a big ass, all you gotta do is get lipo. Um, and if you got a BBL in Atlanta and you make a certain amount of money, like it may not necessarily be, noticeable because you get it done in a nice way. Kind of like Dr. Wendy Osefo from Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all remember when she went and got her BBL? It's not no extreme noticeable shit, but it make her look better than she did before. I just hope whoever did it right. And that, she continues to be healthy, because it's not no like weird ass mega booty. It was just something to make her not look so like somebody had beat the back of her legs in with a bat. That was more so what it was about. And I feel like it was a good, it was a good decision. Even though I feel like she could have got that same result if she had started like going to the gym. I'm a firm believer in lifting weights and eating your proteins and growing your ass. A lot of y'all don't want to do the work that it takes to do that. And that's your prerogative. Like, I'm not going to judge you about it or anything, but it could have been done naturally. And I think if it had been done naturally, it might have just taken longer. But I think that it probably would have felt better. But hey, do your thing, girl. I don't judge y'all. I don't judge y'all. I do, but I don't. Like, live your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna treat you any differently, but I'm like, I hope your ass not leaking. That's all. Heavenly says that she's classy in her clothes, and like Contessa, Toya was struggling through being directed. Like she was given all this direction, but could not be directed. Toya forces Heavenly and T to pose together, and Heavenly was given prison babe, like standing behind. She was standing behind that girl like she was gonna fuck her. She in her ear. Yeah, I feel like you can't even really take Heavenly seriously all the time, bro. But either way, the shit was funny. Cecil is somewhere teaching his sons how to cook because they grown as fuck but don't know how to cook. Like, I mean, I'm not judging them. I think I was that age when my dad was like I was actually a teenager and people have been teaching me how to cook since I was like 7. But that's not the point. The point is, like, I was actively learning how to cook certain things at that age. So I'm not going to judge them. But I also feel like this is more of a reflection of them being lazy and bummish and y'all being okay with that when they were living in y'all house. And now y'all are having to teach grown ass, men shit that you should have been teaching them throughout their childhood. That's all. That's all, girl. That's all. Damon goes shopping with Alora, and the other son tells him that he wants to be a doctor like him, and he gets emotional, and it's very, very nice. And I do feel like at the end of the day, like, I love that for them, that they have been good examples for their kids. And so their kids can look at what they did and therefore go on to have successful lives because they watch their parents be hardworking. And, I feel like I'm not mad at it whatsoever. Eugene takes his sons to make their own cologne. That was super duper cute. I think Eugene is such a good dad because I think he teaches his sons how to talk about their feelings. And I feel like that is so vital and important for them to grow up and not feel lonely because they have been taught to keep everything inside. And it makes a lot of men feel lonely. Like, shout out, I forgot who that was, but shout out to whoever, Chastity. Shout out to Chastity, one of the ladies from the clique. Okay. Chastity posted in our DMs this video from ABC. It was just some type of news story special interest story about how these men go out in the woods for like a week or whatever, no cell phones, no distractions, and they're just out in the woods. They do therapy, they do stuff that helps them get their anger and their physical shit out, and it's really good for them to deal with what a lot of them are going through. And just men on a large scale seem to like hide their emotional issues from everybody. They feel lonely, they may be depressed, they may be holding resentment within themselves, but it is not kosher for them to express that, and it ends up seeping out in other ways. That's why your partner always kind of knows when something is amiss. It just depends. But I also feel like, people don't necessarily pay attention to the signs with men, because men are always acting a certain way. So you just suppose, oh, that's just how men are, not knowing that what is really linked to is their inability to actually express their emotions and feel safe doing so. So yeah, I definitely feel like Eugene is a really good father, because whenever I see him in these scenes with his sons, it's him having conversations for them to like talk, speak up for themselves. How do you feel about this? What's happening with that? Like those types of open conversations really help your kids to be more open and less, secretive with their thoughts. Anyway, so Toya says that she has to stop working out. She has to stop working out, talking about Jackie. Jackie says, hold up. Miss Shailene performs before their dinner, and Jackie says that she needs some hips like her. And Toya says, well, if you want some hips like her, you got to stop working out and eat some biscuits, some potatoes, some cornbread. And Jackie says some of the cornbread has gone to the wrong places. Like looking at the women's stomachs. And I'm like, Jackie, you always show. I feel like Jackie has an eating disorder of some sort. Like, I think she is too perfect for anybody to really like pay attention to how she is when it comes to weight and food. But like, honestly, I feel like she has an unhealthy obsession with being thin and looking skinny. And it low key reminds me of Tammy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tammy Roman. Like Tammy Roman has that same, issue with seeing her body and having body dysmorphia and thinking she's bigger than she is, and feeling like when she looks very, very slim and very, very frail, that's how she looks good like that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, everybody may not agree with that assumption. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I feel like sometimes it's unhealthy, you know what I mean? Regardless. And so when Jackie does this same shit, like I just sometimes wonder, girl, do you have an eating disorder? Because you're low-key obsessed with being thin. Like, yes, and she stressed, yes. Because she is getting older, she doesn't look strong. She doesn't look strong. Like seeing, and I know she probably is. Please don't get me wrong. I know Jackie works out, but it's something about her looking so slim that you really are scared that if she falls again, she might break a hip or just fall into pieces like glass on the ground or something. You don't get that then from working out. It's partly genetics, but mostly from not eating. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, she must like, and I think it must be easy for her not to eat as well. Cause like I do this, like, and I'm not that thin at all, but like I cannot eat the first half of the day. Like the first half of the day, I'm not hungry. I'm usually drinking tea or drinking water. I could barely eat the first half of the day. I'm just genetically not thin. Even as a short person, I'm just genetically not thin. And I have to work out or be depressed to be, 140, 135 at this age. Like I have to work out in order to to be that small. And that's only because, I live here in America. I'm sure if I lived somewhere where there were no preservatives in the food and no additives, then I wouldn't be this big. But anyway, okay. Anyway, so that's why I'm not about to be doing all this with y'all. Either way, it was shade to sweet tea and low key shade to heavenly. They are being fake. Everybody keeps talking about how everybody's being fake because they're not, I guess, talking about their issues every second of every moment that they're together. Toya says that they give empty sorries, and that when it came to them apologizing to Quad, they just didn't want it with her. So they apologized not because they were really sorry, but because obviously I think they've determined they need her on this show. And so if they need her on the show, then we got to start being nice to her. So I guess we should apologize. So Miss Shailene said, well, take care because y'all not about to pull me into this drama and this foolishness. I don't even really watch y'all show like that. Y'all have a good day. Toya brings up Jackie giving Quad that blank check. And Jackie saying, you know, write in there whatever you want. Jackie is often very dismissive when it comes to her being apologetic to other people. It does come off like you don't really mean it, but you're saying it because you know that's what people expect you to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that you should apologize, but it's not because you really, really sorry about it. And you don't really feel sorry about it because you feel as if you're above people. So you don't feel like you actually have to apologize to people who you feel like are beneath you. That's just how Jackie comes off. But Toya was still being messy as fuck when she decided to bring that up. And I feel like Toya was producing. And in one way, I felt like it was needed because it was boring, but then it was also annoying as fuck. It was also annoying. Like it was a double-edged sword. Okay. Jackie said that Toya took it the wrong way. Quad said, well, they stabbed her in the back until she was bleeding out and had nothing left inside. Okay. And Toya was like, damn, bitch, all that. And then started laughing. And I'm like, I know Quad is extra, y'all. I know Quad is extra. But I also feel like we really gonna act like y'all didn't kick that lady off the show. Like y'all literally asked her to come so that y'all could tell her y'all didn't want to be friends with her no more and then send her home. That was some mean ass shit to do. And then right after y'all did that shit, the thing happens with her little niece drowning in her pool. Like, I'm pretty sure that her emotions are real, and her emotions are more so tied to that and the fact that y'all have made that a thing to talk about on this fucking show, Simone. Like, I feel like on some level, yes, I understand people being exhausted with Quad, but Quad did not bring it up. First of all, Toya brought it up. Toya wanted them to have this confrontation. And then when she says how she feels about what happened, again, because you brought it up, because y'all feel like people being fake if they're not talking about the problems that they're having with one another or how they feel about that person at every moment. If we're not talking about it, then everybody's being fake. So y'all force that confrontation. She gets emotional, and then everybody turns around, and not everybody, but Phaedra and Toya and you know, kind of turn around and act like, why is she so emotional? Why are you being so emotional? Like, why are you bringing up shit that I'm emotional about, bitch? The fuck? Like, I'm sorry. It was very annoying to me. And I hate the way they keep acting like Napa was so far in the past or something like that, that we can't talk about. No, baby. Napa happened last season. It absolutely did. But for one, y'all ain't got shit else going on. For two, y'all still talking about Contessa and Heavenly, and that was from 3-4 years ago. So at the end of the day, I feel like we can absolutely go back to how y'all tried to play that fucking girl like a soybean burger, asking her to come all the way out there, all for y'all to give her walking papers with the new corny bitch there. I'm sorry. Especially the way Sweet Tea has continued to make all of these little slide comments about Quad, as if Quad is some thirsty woman that, you know, you couldn't wait for her to find a man. She could leave your man alone. Girl, nobody fucking wanted Dr. Gregory. Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him. He was having fun. Nobody wanted him. Stop it. That was you. That was you. Low-key probably seeing that he's short, got a high voice. That lady played him dust. Ooh, all he need is a big country, dick swallowing, titty fucking bitch like myself. I'ma come in there. I'ma love him, and he gonna take care of me. And hopefully I'll fuck him into, you know, into the next life, and I can get a nice little insurance policy and a nice little house to live in. Yeah, bitch, I absolutely feel like you, yeah. That was the thought. Heavenly said that scene was for hours that Quad was doing that. We only seen a few minutes, but it was hours with Quad crying. Oh no, I understand. But I also feel like that hoe was crying real tears. So I feel like maybe she shouldn't have been back on the show. Because if I'm really thinking if I'm really thinking about it, y'all, I think it's really that shit about her niece.
I think it's really that shit about her niece. I think it is. I don't even think it's really about them. I think it's about the niece. And I also feel like it's probably a lot of guilt that goes along with feeling bad about that shit. So please love me because I feel so terrible right now. Like, I feel like on some level, that's what Quad is going through. So I understand everybody being exhausted of it, but I'm also not going to act as if her crying is just some dramatic acting thing when something really terrible just happened and you don't get over that shit, in a few months. Like, I'm sorry, you don't get over no shit like that in a few months. You still be fucked up about some shit like that, especially if you still have to be around people that threw it in your face, that they helped you grieve during that time. Like, it wouldn't even, I don't even think she would be emotional like that if Simone had not said what she said at that reunion show. Oh no, no. Now she got balls in her mouth made in the 60s. Oh my God. Let's move on. But look, Quad says that no one stood up for me. And Toya says other people can say the same thing about Quad. I'm like, Toya, you always moving the fucking goalpost. Shut the fuck up. Quad says, last time I stood up for somebody, it was Heavenly when y'all ambushed her. Contessa says, yeah, against me, who stood beside you when they ambushed you at Heavenly's Crab Boil. Honestly, listen, I like Contessa and I have, but I also feel like Contessa, a part of me sometimes feels like Contessa always interjects herself when other people are having moments as a way for her to steal some of the energy or the shine in the moment. So when she grabs Quad to hug her and then she starts crying too, it reminds me of how she acted in the bathroom. Who that was that was crying in a bathroom and she got all in the girl face and all of that shit. Like, I forgot who that was that Contessa got into it with, but I feel like we can repeatedly think of times when Contessa has this like, oh, let me get involved, let me jump in so that I can also like take some of the attention. Like, Buffy, that was Buffy. Okay, yeah. I also feel like Contessa, even in her confessionals, like the acting as if you're not in the shit just as much as Heavenly is. Yes, we all know that none of y'all can combat Heavenly when it comes to her mouth. She gonna say whatever she want to say, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. So this whole thing about, oh, y'all supposed to hold her accountable, they tried to. There's nothing y'all can do about it. You either gonna get her off the show or y'all gonna let her do what she gonna do. And you're not gonna get her off the show because everybody wants to continue to get their check from this show. And this show would low-key be boring without her. Now they can find somebody else, but they ain't found nobody yet. I'm just saying. Like, let's be fucking for real. Let's be fucking for real. Heavenly says, why are they trying to cause issue between she and Quad? Meaning like y'all bringing y'all bringing up old shit so that me and Quad will get into it and we good. We get into Quad mimicking Sweet T's voice and Quad apologizes for that, but it's just kind of like, girl, so what? Shut up. Then Heavenly says Contessa is being fake with this friendship with Sweet T. She is. You obviously want to just be cool and close with Sweet T because first of all, you need somebody to tape with on this show. And number two, just because she's beefing with Heavenly, it's like now I want to befriend I want to befriend my enemy. I'm gonna make friends with my enemy's friend. With my enemy's enemy, whatever the fuck. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, I told you I wasn't feeling that good. Okay. Quad says, I said you were just getting to know T. Contessa starts screaming. Okay, so basically Quad is the one that had a conversation with Heavenly saying that Contessa admitted that she, was just really getting to know Sweet Tea and she didn't really know her like that. And I guess Contessa wants to act like she does. So she is pointing they're at the table and she's pointing at Heavenly. So did you lie or did she lie? Did you lie or did she lie? It's like, girl, it obviously don't fucking matter who lied about what. You want to force a confrontation right now with me because at the end of the day, you don't know that girl. And I wish you would just be real and say, yeah, she don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. And so we gonna be friends based off the fact that neither one of us fuck with you. Just be real and say it since you want to be so honest and so real, Contessa. But no, instead, you want to do what you repeatedly do, and that's pretend as if you're standing on some moral superiority here over Heavenly. That's what you like to do. You like to act like you so much better than her. Keep talking about, oh, she's not a good person, and maybe this group isn't for me. All for you to get mad and be the first one to throw out that Damon possibly has a biracial kid around here somewhere. You said that shit up out your mouth. Just to be clear, when she was doing all of that pointing, and Heavenly said, stop pointing at me, and she kept doing it, you wanted a confrontation. Stop. Heavenly says you need to give some of that energy to your husband because that's who you really want to give that energy to. And to be honest, that will probably be my response to Contessa whenever she comes at me. That would be my response. I'm sorry. That would be my response. Girl, please use some of that aggression towards that nigga that you too scared to say something to. Stop talking to me with all of this. Direct it to who it's for. Okay? Like that, I'm sorry. That would have been the first thing that came out of my mouth as soon as you pointing at me trying to have a confrontation about who cares? Who cared? It wasn't even that big of a deal, which is why I feel like Contessa was trying to have an issue. Like you was trying to have that moment, right? So hold up. Just for fun, bitch. Just for fun. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, hold up. I'm about to pull something up for y'all. Just cause I feel like it.
On social media. Oh, well, hey, energy is really off. We ain't got no food yet, and I'm feeling like we ain't gonna get to eat tonight. You were imitating me. T, I need your attention for a second. I did mimic you. I mimicked you on your voice.
You was some of that stuff that Paul said. You was some of that stuff. And Quad is right about two things.
That girl gonna beat your ass, Quad, and I'm gonna be right there. I apologize to you for doing that to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not you. What is it?
It's everything.
It's a lot that's happening here, okay?
But do you accept her apology?
That's interesting. Is it? It is.
Why?
It is. Y'all don't have shit in common.
Why do you say that?
No.
I think she has a good heart.
I think that's fake. In fact, Squad told me you said it was fake.
What? She said Quad said. She said Quad said that I had a fake friendship with you.
You absolutely said it.
Did you say
You
that?
said it didn't make no damn sense.
This is what she does. She said I
You
told
said you don't know it.
I had a fake friendship with T.
I'm so sick of Heavenly starting.
I said she doesn't know her. She's trying to get to know her, and she doesn't understand.
So what did she say? Did you say what she just said?
Yes.
No,
I didn't know it because I've never met her.
Quad definitely said what she said. Quad definitely said what Heavenly said she said because Quad just did this. Yeah. I think because the only reason Heavenly said that is because every comment that Contessa is making about Sweet Tea, it's literally to jab at Heavenly. Like when right before they started talking about all of this, Contessa says, yeah, I think she has a good heart. That's so that you could point out that you don't think Heavenly has a good heart. And at the end of the day, why can't Heavenly say, I feel like your friendship with her is disingenuous and it's really because you mad with me?
So who is the liar? You?
No.
Okay, so in this moment right here, right motherfuck here, do you see how close Contessa is to Heavenly's face?
Don't point at me.
I'm just saying, she leaned all the way over so that she could be that close in that lady face. You wanted a confrontation.
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. You know what? Do you do this with your husband? Because that's the mother you mad at.
Oh boy.
Just like I said. Oh God, here we go. Now she's talking about her husband.
Heavenly's one of those people you cannot fight fire with fire.
Get mad at your mother.
God, I hope it didn't play too long. Shit. I'm gonna have to edit this out, y'all. But anyway, let's continue. This is the part we talking about.
You bring fire and bitch, she brings an atomic bomb.
You think my husband's abusive? No, I do. Okay. Oh, you do?
And to me, why you keep asking her that question? Why you keep asking her that question? She has said it repeatedly. She thinks he's mentally and verbally abusive. She said it repeatedly. What we still talking about it for? To me, you want her to change her answer, much like Damon wanted Dr. Gregory to change his answer. But y'all, that means y'all want people to lie to y'all.
Okay, do you think Contessa is in an abusive relationship? Verbally, emotionally? Yes.
I think that you're abusive. Yeah, I'm not even talking to
See, like, why is Sweet Tea in it? I think you're abusive. Girl, shut up.
You're
abusive. The only friend you really got in your life is your own daughter. You have to buy every single person in your life. You bought your daughter a beauty supply store. The shit didn't work. Bitch. Your kids don't like you. Your husband don't like you. That's why you sleep in different bedrooms. Your husband is abusive. What does your husband do? At least I ain't worried about no mixed babies out here with the possible last name of Kynes.
Okay. So once we did all that, Contessa, don't then turn around and retell the story like that lady just said, fuck your mama out of nowhere. No, you call her a dummy. You call her a dummy and she said your mama, and then you say, so you saying my mama is a dummy, basically trying to gaslight her into that. And you know she not gonna change her tune because right now she mad, and backing down will weaken the wind under her sails right now. And we can't be backing down at this moment because you in my face right now. So no, I'm not backing down. Yeah, bitch, your mama. My mom that died. Yeah, bitch, your mama that died. Like, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I say often Louisiana, Florida people can be very similar when it comes to our mouths. If we gonna go there, we gonna go there. And sometimes what I say is gonna be deeper and way more fucked up than what you said, which is why you should leave me alone. This is why you should leave me alone. But if you want it, let's do it. And to me, I feel like they both wanted it in that moment. Heavenly wanted it, and Contessa wanted it. The problem is Contessa is going to go back and act like Heavenly was the only one that was acting out of pocket. You going to act like you didn't say shit that was wrong. And Heavenly, why y'all allow this? This is what y'all allow? Like, girl, you're right there. You're right there with it, Contessa. And yes, that's a good question. Why are you upset about her saying that? Why is it like at some point, Contessa, you got to stop being mad about dumb shit? Meaning that if somebody gonna continuously say your mama to you, at some point you got to be like, bitch, your mama. Like, you got to say it right back to them. Okay? Girl, I don't know. You know, people don't, I don't know. I mean, is that a man or a woman? Child, and why? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I'm having too much fun right now.
I don't believe it. Can I just have
not everybody saying they don't believe
a shot of anything?
Because remember we was wondering why there was Infamil in the Kimes kitchen. We were wondering. We were asking questions. So yeah, I don't know. But I damn sure feel like it's obvious that your mama is what Heavenly says when she doesn't know what else to say. Just like, fuck you. Like, sometimes people come at you with so much stupid shit. Like, I've had people just spout off so much dumb shit to me. It's like my brain moving so fast right now. I don't even know which thing to pick first to read you the fuck up. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to pick first to read your raggedy ass about. So you know what? I'm just going to disengage before I blow my fucking top trying to rumble off everything I could think of to say about your dumb ass. I'm just going to go ahead and say your mama, fuck you, or I'm going to just shut it down. Walk away. Boom. Okay? It's over. It's over.
So where you get your information from, girl?
So this is definitely worse than the funeral, honey.
Maybe Contessa heard it somewhere. I don't know where she heard it. Maybe she heard it in her head.
Listen.
Not maybe she heard it in her head.
I kiss my ass. You everybody.
So let's be real. let's say Contessa is absolutely pulling that out of her ass, that she never heard that from nobody, and she just making that up so she could have something to throw at Heavenly. All because Heavenly said that your husband is mentally and verbally abusive towards you. All that, to me, you just keep proving that it's true. Because why you still this mad about something that the lady been saying the whole time? And please be very clear. Please be very, very clear. Heavenly cannot fight. She was not gonna beat Contessa's ass. They needed security. they needed security. Because to me, I feel like you signing up for these arguments. You came on this trip because you wanted to argue with her. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. Contessa came on this trip, came back on this show so that she can get her vengeance on Heavenly, because Heavenly said that she feels your husband is abusive verbally and mentally. Girl,
The nipple coming out. The chicken coming out.
her titty was coming out. That shit was funny. Okay. So let's move on. Let's move on. Hold up. Okay, so Heavenly says Contessa and Sweet Tea only getting along because both their husbands ain't shit. Heavenly says Contessa's mom is stupid, but like I said, she called her stupid. She called her a dummy. Then Heavenly said, your mama. And she said, my mom? And she, oh Lord, I told y'all I'm sick. This is love, okay? Because I could be on my sofa high on NyQuil right now. Okay? Okay, I'm all right. No, she was absolutely gonna call security. She was scared. Contessa was gonna beat her ass. Everybody know that. Contessa was gonna beat her ass, okay? But either way, y'all, you know, at this point, Contessa, square up on my mom, square up, oh. Girl, I'm sorry, I don't care what none of y'all talking about. Contessa is extra as square up, oh. Like, girl, she did this football turn. Man, I don't know why Jackie was putting her weight on that lady, but Jackie's frail ass must have been putting her weight on that lady, and Jackie went down. Bitch, Jackie was like, you know, like definitely was on the floor. Nobody was paying attention at that moment, child. Then when they get Heavenly and Jackie, you know, into that car, just stop. I was just kind of like, can you say Contessa ain't fight nobody? She could have pushed all those people down there once. I mean, I don't think she actually wanted to fight. No. But I do feel like that's why Heavenly hit that back up, because you already know what it's hitting for. You know that girl gonna beat your ass. I'm not saying that she was going to do it. I'm saying she could do it, is what I'm saying. Like, I think we know that Heavenly was gonna lose the physical fight. She may not lose the verbal fight, but I feel like essentially we are on a reality show, and these hoes are on a vacation trip on a reality show. If they not supposed to do nothing else, they supposed to fight at a dinner table. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not about to keep doing this with y'all where we act like this is real life and we just completely leave out the fact that this is a reality show and people know exactly what the fuck they showing up to do. Everybody know what they showing up to do. So don't do the whole holier than thou grandstanding, woe is me bullshit after you signed a piece of paper to come to us with the bullshit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, baby. Okay? I don't know why y'all upset with me. Okay? No, for real. At a certain age, falling is life and death. Oh my God. Did y'all see that that shit they was doing on TikTok where they was posting pictures and being like a song I would play? And it was the life alert. It was the life alert. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I still got it in my phone. Oh my God, that shit was so funny. Isn't it funny, but it wasn't. It's funny, but it wasn't. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Cause y'all know I got boo shit in my phone. He's text messaging. So okay, a song I play if I own Life Alert. Did it ever? I posted it in my stories. Y'all, that shit was hilarious. I'm so mad that it don't have the song on there, so I could tell y'all which song it was. Hold up, where my repost at? I be reposting shit on TikTok. Y'all know I've been trying to enjoy TikTok before it disappear forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever. Sad, just sad. Ugh. Oh, them girls that be over singing shit. I love them. Do y'all be sorry, y'all. I'm going through my damn TikTok trying to find that damn post. I'm mad. I didn't like too much shit. Now I can't find it. But it either way, girl, it was funny as fuck. And I'm mad that I can't share it with y'all now. But another one that they did was I know way too many people here right now that I ain't know last year. Who the fuck are y'all? Y'all know that song, right? Nigga said this is the song I would play if I owned a hospital for dementia patients. That shit had me crying, laughing, bro. I'm sorry. Thank you, Miko, for the super chat. Sending love from the other side of the lake, boo. Much appreciation for coming up, not feeling your best. Thank you, Miko. I appreciate you too, girl. Okay, for dementia, yes, yes. Drake, yes. Oh my God, yes. They be having me cackling. Oh my God, it's not just me. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That was a break, and I'm sorry for that. But that was the end of that episode. We about to move into the next episode, so that's okay. That's okay. That was a quick little break. Let me read y'all comments before we get into the next episode, the one that came on recently. Contessa had misplaced anger because Heavenly really didn't go in on her YouTube like she could. And this is how I feel. This is how I feel. I feel the exact same way you do. I don't understand. Like, I think she's blowing it out of proportion and making it worse than it is. And therefore, y'all will continue to go back and forth. Okay, my ex-manager called me ugly in an argument, but got mad because I said the first ugly picture she took was her sonogram, and she tried to hit me with a bus tub. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, girl, that was shade. Yeah, I don't understand why people feel like you can call me ugly, but I can't call your kid ugly. Y'all be like, keep the kids out of it, and I be like, nigga, keep me out of it then. Keep me out of it then. Because in real life, if you hurt me, I'ma come for what hurt you. I'ma come for what hurt you. Like, like when they said "Looking for You" by her perfect song to play for a drive-by. I've been looking for you. Yes. Yes. Contessa told America that her marriage was trash. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, did we see the same show? Most of the things that Heavenly said had validity to them because we actually watched you cry and act scared of Scott for a whole 2 seasons, I believe. Like, remember when they went on that vacation and she was just acting like an abuse victim? And I low-key felt like you was putting 20 on 10 in order to make him look worse than what he really is, which is very much a possibility because we see what you're doing with Heavenly. Like, oh, but don't think I missed the fact that nigga said he be at that job that they got together, the business that they have, the doctor's office. He be there 40%, she be there 70%, and he's so happy that he gets to go to the gym while she still has to work. And it sounds like to me, he puts more of the burden on her and she allows it. So I'm not about to feel too sorry for her, but I do feel like that is like low key and I don't want to call it abusive because y'all don't like when I call things abusive, even though I feel like that's exactly what it is. When you take advantage of somebody, that's what I feel like that is. And I feel like on some level that just shows how he may take, you know what I'm saying? How he may take a certain approach with her that shows no real care whatsoever for her feelings or her as a person. Like, do you really care about this woman if at every turn you're always putting your own comfort ahead of her to the point where she's doing most of the work? I know I know, but I be trying to change my language and the words sometimes in order to get people to understand it. You know, just like the lady was like, it's not abuse, it's bullying. I'm like, girl, I'm still like, girl, when did those things become like not the same? I don't know. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all like the video. Can y'all like the video? Can y'all like the video though? But can you like the video though? It's 845 people in here. I did not think this many people would come in here to watch me talk about Married to Medicine. It ain't the views have not been on for this like that, but it's okay. I still wanted to come because anything else would have been too heavy for the day that I'm having today. You know what I'm saying, girl? I feel like tomorrow I might come to y'all with a oh, and that's another thing I wanted to ask. Cause now I'm wondering, I feel like I'm gonna keep it like that. Yeah, girl, we're gonna keep that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta shit behind my paywall. So tomorrow, the goal is to give y'all, or I might come back later today, because it's just the first episode. I can go watch it and come back later this evening if y'all want for members only and do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah, I might do that. I appreciate y'all been waiting on me. Thank you. Girl, it's so nice to be appreciated and validated for what you do. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, now let's get into Married to Medicine episode 6. Okay. Apparently Jackie fell and hurt herself. Life alert. Okay. So for the rest of the episode, she walking around putting her arm in her scarf so it could look like her arm in a sling. And I'm just like, you playing and shit. You playing, but we're all scared for you. You look rickety. I feel like that's not even a word you should use. Like, but you give rickety, bitch. Like, it's sad. I talked about this yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, whatever the day is I did the BondyBlue show. I talked about that already. Go get it. I'm gonna break that up for y'all, but y'all know it's like a few weeks out. I give y'all older stuff sometimes. Like, I need to catch up, but I can't be posting so much content all at one time. I gotta spread it out. Anyway, apparently Jackie fell. She's emotional and telling Heavenly to be quiet after saying your mama to Contessa. Contessa, Toya, and Sweet Tea leave. Okay, because they can't possibly eat after this. I'm like, bitch, please. Them hoes finna go to their room and chow down on something. Stop it. Okay, especially Sweet Tea. Girl, you about to go eat. Stop playing with us. Toya, you about to go eat. Stop playing with us. Contessa, you may not eat. You may not, because you another one that, yeah, you I mean, I might be the only one, but I hate that everybody I know she works out. I know she is strong. Like, I'm not questioning Contessa's physicality. What it looks like on camera is Ozempic. And I hate that because I know that's not what it is, but that's what it looked like. Like, even Contessa to me is so thin this season in a way that is sometimes I feel like low-key linked to her temperament. She got a very, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something, it might be stress, but it's something where it's like, I wish you looked a little bit more supple and a little less like somebody is sucking you of life force energy. That's what Contessa and Jackie look like. Y'all know, like on the Little Mermaid, when when your girl would turn people into them little worms, that's low-key what it looked like. You know how they you know what I mean? Like somebody just sucking their life force energy out of them is what that shit looked like. She's not muscular to fill them, and she is not muscular to fill them out more. Okay, hold up, I'm missing it. I don't know more. I don't know. But yeah. It's just not Roy Reed. Go to sleep. I'm not doing this with y'all. I am just making observation. Ursula, thank you. When Ursula was sucking the energy from the people to take their voices, like, bitch, I'm dying. She looks malnutritioned and she's using workout and managing her weight because it's what she can control. Oh, Crystal. That's I went to therapy ass read right there. Yes, y'all. It looks weird to me. But yes, Contessa wants everyone to stop making excuses for Heavenly's behavior as if she didn't insinuate Damon has an outside biracial kid before Heavenly even says your mama. Toya says that Heavenly's mouth is lethal. But I'm gonna tell you another thing I clocked. For me, Contessa is trying to convince everybody that they need to stand up and say something about how Heavenly is, and it's in absence of them saying something about how she is. Because essentially, I feel like they all feel like both of y'all are doing insane, fucked up shit right now. Contessa wants them to say that it's just Heavenly, and they won't say that because that's not truth. So that's why I think everybody is a little like, both of y'all, both of y'all, both of y'all. And it wasn't until the next day that Contessa, the end of the episode, Contessa then comes and apologizes to the group for playing a part in what was going on. And I'm just like, yeah, you need to. Because it wasn't just her. And the fact that you keep acting like it was just her is annoying as fuck to me. Anyway, so Phaedra and Quad stay and eat because, girl, I'm gonna eat this halibut. Heavenly, Jackie, and Simone rejoin them, and Quad tells her she was wrong for the your mama comment. Heavenly says, I wasn't thinking about her mama. And I'm like, right. I don't know why we acting like that was really about that lady's mama. Like, that's not what that was about. That was in the moment, bitch. I have nothing else to say, and you just called me a dummy. Like, we all know, like, especially when it's something. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's how I understand. When somebody says something that's so opposite of who you are, sometimes it's like, bitch, how can I even respond to such a stupid thing for you to say? So I'm just gonna say the thing that I know gonna hurt you or that might bother you or get under your skin, and that's your mama. That's what they feel like for me. So I feel like, yeah, we can tell her, oh, you wrong, but I think everybody acting like she really was talking about this lady dead mama, like not really. Like the mama is not in mind when I'm saying this, okay? All right, you is what's in my mind when I'm saying this. Jackie asked if there are any issues to discuss. This is another moment where we could have just ate our food and went to bed if it was hours and hours of this shit. But here y'all go, striking up Quad's tears again. Quad brings up Toya saying the apology was because they didn't want to argue with her. Quad says how they treated her in Napa really hurt her. She says she lost weight. She wasn't getting any sleep. And I think they're clipping this scene together. But I don't think she was talking about the shit in Napa making her have that response. I think she was talking about what happened with her little niece, causing her to lose weight and not get sleep, and nobody checked on her. Heavenly is the only one that says they were wrong. Phaedra is making faces and saying she doesn't know what else Quad wants from them. Phaedra, we want you to go to your room if you don't have nothing positive to add to this. Everybody else at the table was around Quad and in some way trying to console her. You were sitting over there making stupid fucking faces. You don't need to be a part of this clique. Did that to me, that moment made it obvious because you didn't go with the other bitches that act like they don't give a fuck. You stayed with the rest of them, but then you're also not really being a friend in this moment. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Quad says that she cares about them, but but they don't she cares about them, but don't do her like that again. Meaning the way they handled her in Napa. And I feel like y'all can say what y'all want to, but that was fucked up. Y'all specifically called that lady out there so y'all can make her feel bad by sending her home from the trip when you could have just not invited her. Like, you literally seem to me to invite her on a trip to give her walking papers off the fucking show, but that's not how any of this works. So she's still here. That's what it felt like to me. And I feel like the only reason they're really trying to make shit better with Quad is because some executive producer must have came in and told them, listen, y'all don't make decisions about who on this show. Quad is on this show. So fix it, or we can fall off like a lot of other shows have. Okay. Simone says that she got on the merry-go-round with her, and then after the reunion, she fell back off. And I didn't like the way Simone said that because it was almost as if you're acting as if she just falls out with y'all for no reason. And then you turn around and apologize for what you said about the niece, which is the reason why you fell off again. So Simone is weird to me. I don't even know if her apology was sincere. She said she's sorry. She admits she was wrong, I guess. Phaedra continues to be cold. Simone says that, this really isn't about Napa. And then Jackie prays over them, trying to be, the good old lady in the scene. I'm like, Jackie, you're not going to convince us that you're not a sterile old bitch by pretending to be warm now. But I clock your efforts. Again, Jackie is milking falling. Contessa and Phaedra talk about Heavenly being a mean girl and how it's not normal. This is not normal. This is not normal. Yes, it is, Contessa. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is normal. It is normal, bitch. It is absolutely normal for Heavenly to say crazy shit about her mouth to anybody and everybody and not give a fuck how you feel about it. That is absolutely the goddamn norm. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is a reality show. You don't even have to be around these people if you hadn't signed on to be here. It is normal. This is a reality show. It's normal for people to argue, bitch. She working on my nerves. Just, because it's just a lot of saying shit in order to invoke a certain self-righteous emotion from people. But essentially, you're not being fucking for real. Stop. And Phaedra, you an old bandwagon ass bitch. Sitting up there talking about the things that I heard, girl. You lied and said that Candy was gonna R somebody, girl. Heavenly ain't never. Well, Heavenly did go that far when she said that shit about Dr. Gregory. That was who she said the most fucked up shit to. This shit wasn't even that bad. Your husband abusive, bitch. Surprise, surprise. We've heard it all before. All of your sweet talk, maybe this, maybe that. Sorry, yeah. But your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. Scott, Cecil, and Gregory go ride ATVs. Scott was having a great time. I'm sorry, not Scott. Gregory. His voice was so high, y'all. I'm sorry. It was hilarious. Scott talks about how working with his wife, how he loves working with his wife because she's there 70% of the time. He's there 40%. I told y'all that. So she does most of the work so he can go to gym like Martell. Like, nigga, please don't be a Capricorn. Cecil asked how they think the camping trip is going with the ladies, and they're all over the place. And T and Heavenly are beefing. Greg jokes that he massaged her shoulders and got her ready for the ring before he sends her off. And I'm like, yeah, y'all already know what it is. Cut it out. Eugene invites Damon over and he expresses to him how hurt Gregory is behind their disagreement. I think essentially the men feel like Dr. Damon is being an asshole about this situation, but they're trying to be extremely careful while stroking his ego in order to get him to see that he's not being the man that he presents himself to be. Eugene is trying to find the nicest way possible to say that. And you could see the way Damon keeps trying to ask Eugene if these thoughts are Gregory's thoughts, as if Eugene is not a grown-ass man that can assess the situation for himself. I also don't like the fact that Heavenly is like, stay out of it. I'm like, y'all don't stay out of shit. Why should the men stay out of their conflicts when y'all as women don't stay out of each other's conflicts? If Eugene and the other and Cecil can try to bring these men back together, let them try. Let them try, bitch. Okay, that's how I feel about it. Also, I feel like what's real here, what everybody's acting like is not actually the situation. Dr. Damon, you are mad at Gregory because Gregory didn't want to say that you're not a cheater because he knows your character. And what we need for you to understand is I don't give a fuck about your character. Nobody can ever fully know if somebody is cheating or not, or if they haven't. Like you there's no way for you to really like know that about somebody. Like that's not something you can actually always be able to assess if you're not with somebody 24 hours a day, 365 days out the year. So I think you wanting that from him was wanting him to lie on your behalf. That's a red flag to me. That what I feel like you are really mad about with Gregory is that he would not lie on your behalf. Therefore, you're not going to check Heavenly about how she went too far, because you've checked Heavenly about how she's went too far before, and calling him a pedo was definitely going too fucking far. The issue that they're having right now is Dr. Gregory is like, your wife said this, and this about me, and it was complete lies. Dr. Damon feels like, yeah, that might be, but I don't give a fuck because you don't want to validate that I'm not a cheater. So to me, I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, that's what this argument is really about, which is why Damon feels as if he's being the bigger person. Because Eugene was like, I feel like you just kind of need to be the bigger person and think about all the things that Gregory is dealing with. Like Gregory has his wife on this show and she's not getting along with the other ladies, and you know, the shit with Heavenly. And he wanted to say, you know how Heavenly can be. You know how harsh she could be on people. So why are you not more apologetic about the things that she said about him? And that's because you mad because he is saying, I'm not about to say for sure if I know if you a cheater or not. I don't think it's lying, but if we cool for this long, you should know I'm not a cheater, but I understand what you are saying. Yeah, and see, I'm glad you understand what I'm saying, because I feel like essentially it doesn't matter how long you've known someone. You don't know if they've ever cheated on their spouse. You have not been around them every day, all day, in order to know that. Niggas can cheat with bitches on the job and nobody would ever know about it. Like, so, like, I just kind of feel like because you could never really know something like that, you shouldn't be going around expecting people to say that you would not do that. And that is a lie to me because they don't know that. And they're saying it simply because they want to bolster their or showcase their loyalty versus being truthful. And the truth is, I don't fucking know. Anything outside of I don't know is a lie to me. It is a lie. And to me, that goes along with that whole thing of protecting people's images regardless of what's true or not. And y'all know, as I continue to tell y'all, I don't like that. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me personally. Tell the truth, man. Stop being, or at least if you want to keep your shit under wraps, don't be sitting up here like being all butthurt behind shit. Like, just be quiet. Let it die down. You continue to make an issue about something you want everybody to forget. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know how good that conversation with Damon and Eugene went, so we'll never really know, child, until later on if Dr. Damon decides he wants to extend his hand to Gregory. The women go to dinner. Jackie is pretending to have her arm in a sling again. Quiet as Simone. If we kissing on the lips still, or are we not there yet? But y'all are right. Bondi is just projecting her gayness on everybody. Sure. They sit around a fire and Contessa apologizes to everyone for her actions at the dinner. It was terrible. Thank you, Contessa. Contessa says, stop acting like y'all don't know what happened because y'all do. So now we're back to you wanting them to guilt and shame Heavenly in order to what? Be cool with you apologizing for, to accept, like, okay, so I apologize. So now, like, like a transactional thing. I apologize to y'all. So now will y'all admit that, Heavenly is the problem? Like, what you thought y'all was about to do? Kick Heavenly out the clique? That's low key what I think. Like, I feel like you brought everybody on this trip thinking y'all about to gang up on Heavenly and kick her out the clique or something like that. Girl, stop. Phaedra wants them to lead that shit for Atlanta. They say let it happen organically, because often I feel like Phaedra is trying to like direct the group, and it's like, you're not a part of the group. Don't direct the group. Just go along. Like that's the role you should be playing right now. Same thing with Letitia. So Letitia asked if Heavenly will, hold the insults, like stop making little slick ass comments towards me. And everybody turns to her and says, girl, like, let it go. Let it go. This is not the moment. First of all, this is not about you. This is not about you and Heavenly's issue. But see, for Sweet Tea, it is. And that's why I want y'all to recognize how what Heavenly said about Contessa and Sweet Tea's relationship is 100% true. The only reason you went and really befriended that girl is so that you can have somebody to go up against Heavenly with. That's how I feel. Because other than, like, why are you also attaching yourself to Contessa and Heavenly's issue, talking about, but are you going to hold the insults? Because you were grouping yourself in with Contessa's issue with her, and Contessa was doing the same thing. Child, anyway, they end up praying together. Everyone goes back to their lives. Contessa talks to Scott about Heavenly saying he was abusive. He's, of course, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. She's calling his avoidant personality. She's basically saying that Heavenly thinks because he has an avoidant personality, that means he's abusive. It depends. But avoidant personalities can be abusive to their partners, mentally and emotionally. Yes, they absolutely can. She knows what breast cancer means to me, and then she says fuck my mama, and I say the one who died of breast cancer in 2015, and she said fuck that bitch, and I'm like, Contessa, that's not what happened. Do y'all see how she went and told that story? First of all, nobody brought up breast cancer. Nobody brought up breast cancer when your mom was brought up. That's not, you said my mom that died in 2015. That's what you said. You said my mom that died. And she said yes. But you added all of that extra shit on it to make it seem as if it wasn't just an automatic response to you calling her a dummy. The way she presented that conversation to Scott, it made it seem like they were sitting at a table having a decent conversation, and Heavenly just jumps out with fuck your cancer-ridden mama. Like, I was just like, oh my God. We don't know if more was said. It's edited. Okay, well, I'm not about to go on what could have been edited out and all of that shit. I'm going to go on what was said in that clip that did not seem edited at all that I played a moment ago, where she literally says, you're a dummy. Did I play it to that point? I thought I did. Let me go find it. Let's play it. Let's play it to that point. I wish. Hold up, because I feel like I could find this. I could find this fight part. Hold up, y'all.
To badmouth your husband in public and your family in public, and you're gonna stay with him. Don't do it.
This is why we don't with each other anymore.
That's right. She took the advice and then got mad at me, which is great. I'm fine with it. But bitch, don't act like I tried to tell your family, because I didn't. I wouldn't do that. You took my advice. You came back the next day. You're mad at me. Your mama's stupid.
Is my mother stupid that died in 2010?
Yes.
Lord Jesus.
See what I mean?
My mother is stupid who died in 2010?
Your mother's stupid. Yes.
Certain things you don't.
You see what I'm saying? Like, she just keeps saying my mama died in 2010. Like, it wasn't all of that breast cancer shit is what I'm saying. That's the point that I was making. That's the point I was making. Like, in that clip right here. Do y'all hear that clip where she says my mama that died in 2010? My point is, nobody was sitting there talking about breast cancer. So when she added the breast cancer on top of it, it makes it seem way more callous and fucked up than it was. That's what I'm saying. I hope that came across.
Don't do. And in the Black culture, one of them is talking about somebody's mama.
I'm not dumb. You're dumb.
Yeah, go beat her up.
My mother's died who died in 2010.
See, yep, Jackie. Sorry, that shit was funny.
Come on. Square up on. Oh, security.
Let them fight them. I ain't going over there. I've been there, done that. Nope. I know it takes 2 or 3 people.
This is your one. That's
Yeah. It definitely, to me, like, it definitely felt like Contessa when she sat and had that conversation with her husband. She put 20 on 10 in order to make Heavenly seem worse than what she really was in that moment, man. That was wild. No, we know, but it wasn't about that. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't about you having a double mastectomy and all of that. In a moment, you called her stupid. Her mic was turned down, and you could hear Heavenly speaking over her, but she said something about Heavenly being stupid, and Heavenly said, your mama stupid. Yeah, somebody get security because she about to beat you up. I don't know why, but her repeating 2010 annoyed the shit out of me. Like, like it yes. Yeah, she went home and added the breast cancer part to Scott. Thank you. And that is what I am saying. I don't know why it's not clear. Okay. But it is not like it wasn't about all of that. And she was making it about all of that so that she could make Heavenly worse than what she really was. And I feel like that's the same thing Heavenly said in that clip, bro. Stop trying to make it seem like I was trying to destroy your family and your marriage because I said that, yes, I do feel like that nigga emotionally and mentally abuses you. Yes, that's how I feel, bitch. I said it. I'm sorry if you don't agree with it, but I was around y'all enough to surmise for myself that that's how I feel. Don't ask me about it over and over again, expecting me to have a different answer. No, my answer is going to be the same. And to me, I feel like that's the problem. We can talk about Heavenly being out of pocket all day. We absolutely can. She go too far a lot. But with this shit with Contessa, this is not that. This is not that. Oh, she doing what Scott does to her behind closed doors. Oof. He might do a lot of gaslighting too, or overreacting to her. He might. We don't know. Jackie is putting together her Med Gala event to get charity for an organization that helps with maternal mortality, because y'all know this whole season is about trying to fix the little broken speck on Jackie's image. So Phaedra is co-chairing, and Phaedra talking all of this shit like she know all these people and she gonna do all this stuff, but she ain't answered no text messages. And when she attempts to call somebody for money, they don't answer the phone. Dr. Jackie said, I want 25,000, and Phaedra is like, oh no, I want 100. I want 100. Like, like, girl, all right. But it seemed like she gonna fall flat. And that's because, as we keep trying to explain to y'all, Phaedra is a scammer. Sorry, y'all. Phaedra comes off like a scammer. Okay. When y'all see all of the girls down there to the Africa together, tummies tucked, asses poked, some paying for the scammery is going on. Okay. Like, for real though. Okay, so that was basically everything that went down on Married to Medicine. Child, I had a good time talking about it with y'all though. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, no, and the F your mama part was added. Yeah, talking about fuck that bitch. Like, that lady didn't say fuck that bitch about your mama. Like, why you doing all of that? Why you doing all of that, man? Like, that's wild to me. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. That's wild to me. Contessa, calm down, bitch. Calm down. Where's Curtis? Maybe in the Dominican Republic. Girl, they say he be down to the Dominican Republic. Come on, Ariel Bondi. Thank you, Richard, for the super chat. Girl, I ain't warmed up. I'm sick. Don't ask me to go that high. Listen, I know what y'all saying. It could have been edited out. It could have been, but that's not what it looked like. I can't go on what was edited out. I don't think so. I think this is Bravo. If she actually said that shit, they would have played it back. I believe they would have played it back. Nobody protects Heavenly on this show. There's no reason for them to cut it out. There's no reason for them to cut it out. I think it was more so Contessa went and put 20 on 10. And it wasn't the first time she's done that shit neither. Like I said, I think her whole thing with Heavenly is blowing it out of proportion to, I think, deflect the shame and guilt that she feels about putting her relationship on blast. Like, blame Heavenly instead of taking accountability for the fact that it was you that have everybody feeling how they feel about Scott. You. That whole fucking season. That whole season, she was going around crying and having these little moments where she would just bring up some shit going on in her relationship, but act like it was a generalization. So everybody would be like, Contessa, what you talking about? Contessa, what you talking about? What's going on, Contessa? I don't want to talk about it, y'all. I don't want to get into it, but you know, it's just a lot going on. Like she would do that shit consistently when it came to Scott. When they asked her if he was cheating, I'm never sure what anybody's doing. I'm never, girl, never saying it, calling a thing, but consistently wanting to invoke sympathy from other people based on conjecture. And then when people start actually saying what they think it is, now you a victim and everybody else was wrong. To me, you are acting like an abused victim. You are acting like a woman who's been abused. Women who have been abused, they will use that to get sympathy or empathy from other women, but as soon as somebody actually confronts their man or puts that shit out there, they then get mad at the other people. Leave my man alone. That's why I was like, I don't know why a lot of y'all act like y'all ain't never seen some of the weird shit that abused women do. Like get knocked over the head by a nigga, complain about him, and then when somebody jump in and get involved, they start defending their abuser when the person was there to defend them. Like that's a common occurrence. That's a common occurrence. And usually it's because they are more scared of their abuser. Yeah, they could have kept it, but I think Heavenly would say it if she did. Me too. I agree. She opened the door. Heavenly took it there and called it out. She got mad at the truth. Since the man verbally abused you, it's very simple. Does Contessa even watch the show back? She can take accountability for what she says, for real, for real. Especially if what you said was a straight up fucking lie. Like, come on now. I don't know. Just like they cut out the stuff said about Mary's son and Lisa's son on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and they cut out Mia's comments about Giselle's daughters on Real Housewives of Potomac. But we heard about that shit. I haven't been watching Real Housewives of Potomac or Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, so I missed all of that, y'all. But I feel like all of that stuff still came out. Like the shit about Mary's son actually came out in the blogs, and the shit, the other shit with Real Housewives of Potomac, that shit came out in the blogs. Contessa insinuated Scott was cheating. She used quiet as her mouthpiece that reunion when she blindsided Scott. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And that's her the tactic she uses often. Like she did the same thing with Heavenly. Like you always got to get other people to back you when you going at people. Just have your own beef and get the fuck over it. Like a grown adult person. Hold up, let me see. It seems like if Contessa leaves it alone, no one will bring it up. Contessa, okay, I read that one. So yeah, y'all, it is what it is. But you know, Heavenly wasn't wrong, girl. You brought us into your shit. You brought us into your shit. But anyway, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this because I enjoyed it. And you know, I'll be back for something. So subscribe and like the video and see y'all in the next one.